What is non-12-step recovery? Well, not too long ago when we started in the business, there really wasn't anything such as non-12-step recovery. There was just 12-step recovery. And so we decided that we wanted to create a model that wasn't anti-12-step, but could help people go further. People that maybe 12-step didn't resonate with, or it didn't work for them, or it felt like they needed more. And so we created this holistic integrative model. We were the pioneers in this field. We've now been doing it for over 2 decades. So we know how effective it is and that it works. So what this means for non-12-step recovery is actually what we would say be non-12-step recovered. We believe that we can heal and be fully recovered from our addictions, our trauma, our depression, and our anxiety. And we do this through a very systemic, a very holistic, a very integrative approach where we are looking at the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. We believe that we are integrated beings, and therefore we must address each component of our being in order to have health and well-being. So often the old models were just looking at symptoms, or they were looking at sort of more cognitive behavioral talk therapy pieces, and nobody was really getting to the underlying trauma and the underlying root causes. However, to do this work, we need to be doing it through the body. It's very important that we do somatic work. We hold so much trauma in the tissues. We need to be working on our gut health. We know that an inflamed gut creates a lot of anxiety and depression. We need to be working with our energy system, our energy body. We need to be getting out of fight or flight and moving more into a calmer parasympathetic state. We need to be working with the soul, our most authentic, truest self. So many of us have let that go. We no longer feel connected to meaning or purpose in our life. We no longer feel connected to our true self. So we need to have ways in order to reconnect in that way. So many of us have lost hope, and we're in places of hopelessness and despair, and so we need to reconnect to that energy that truly supports us from the very core level. And as we're doing all of this work, very, very important that we have experts in the field. So many people are using the word holistic, and I'm certainly glad that it's now out in the dialogue and the narrative for treatment. However, a lot of people may not be trained, and that may not be their strengths. All of our practitioners here are functional medicine practitioners or holistic practitioners. This is their specialty. This is their training. So they have both clinical Western knowledge, but they are also very trained and skilled in Eastern modalities as well as wisdom traditions. So you're getting a very well-rounded team of people that will be working with you in these different areas. So as you're looking and you are evaluating different holistic models, really important that it's not just people adding a little yoga and a meditation to an already established program, but rather that the program itself is holistic in nature, that all of the different modalities are woven together to create a very strong model for health and well-being of the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. And a final thing to be very concerned about as you're also doing your work is your environment. Studies have shown that if we don't feel safe, we typically are not able to do the deeper work we need. We are very secluded on 22 acres in national forest land. We created this center, this retreat center, for this purpose. We did not renovate a mansion by a beach. We're not in a hospital setting. We created an environment that will also be very calming to the nervous system to help heal the whole system. And this is what you're looking for when you're looking for non-12-step recovery.